My philosophy of education revolves around one that truly believes that each of our students is unique and that each of them has something to offer to their own learning. And so part of that, my role is to help encourage my students to be confident and comfortable in who they are, not only as a human, but also as a learner, and to help build them to be okay and accepting of all the differences around them that we see in our classrooms, and that we're in this together. And I want them to sense that positivity and that feeling that they can be themselves as a learner, because we're all different and that's okay. I started out as a biology major and thinking I was going to go to med school, but in my gut I knew that's not what I wanted, but I felt like I had this obligation to please those around me that wanted me to do X, Y, and Z, but ultimately then switched to education because I knew deep down in my gut that that's what I wanted to do. As a kid, I recall, going through elementary school knowing that I wanted to work in education, and so finally just coming to that realization that I can make a difference in the lives of students, that was something that was important to me. And recognizing that so many of our students don't always have those positive role models in their lives, or maybe that positive male role model especially. I'm one of those people that didn't have that always growing up, and that part is still absent in my life with my dad. And so just knowing that I could be that difference for students that may be dealing with that means the world to me, and I think it means the world to them as well. I think there are many challenges that our students face, but I think one overarching one is just the societal pressure that our students are facing in so many different aspects, specifically thinking about technology and how that plays such a factor in the lives of our students, good or bad, and just some of those pieces that they have to work around and the things that often come to school with them that are still carrying over with them. And so I think as teachers, we have to really be innovative in how we use technology in our classrooms to help teach them, the good things and the things maybe that we should avoid to help them not deal with all of those pressures. I like to have fun and play jokes and pranks from time to time, just to keep, things lively, and not so serious all the time, because that again helps create that positivity piece, not only with my students, but the staff in the building. And so thinking back to my early years of teaching, there were these blue chairs that didn't really match the set that were in my room, and somehow they ended up in my room. And if anyone knows me, they know that I'm OCD and I like things to match and things to be, structured and perfect. And so it was kind of the running joke of we would just pass these chairs back and forth to whoever. And one day we came back from lunch and these chairs were back in my room, but they weren't just sitting there, they were hanging from the ceiling. So that was probably one of the funniest moments, just because another class was in on it, another group of students was in on it, and just, the laughs that we had with that, and the plan that my class wanted to come up with to pay the other class back for doing that. So I think those pieces are important in education, to have fun with our kids and to not always be so serious, because they need that.